Today could be a big day and a really big step for the end of the year video. The whole goal of today is to try and break the biggest running pre I will have ever done in my training, but I'm not putting any certainty on it. The goal is to get this bad boy from up here to here. This jump is a huge highlight in the video, at least how I'm picturing it, and I've yet to really try and progress it. So I'm meeting up with Ty today and another guy from the community. His name is Jesse. They're gonna be here soon, and I'm just gonna start progressing to that jump. Like I said, I'm not gonna put any certainty on it, but I wanna just give it the due diligence it's owed, start progressing, doing some running pre's here in the park, and get up there and just see how it looks, see how it feels. Because I know I can do it, I know the power is there, it's just getting my mind in the right headspace and committing to it. So that's the goal for this video. We're just gonna be doing a lot of running pre's and trying to work up to that. So I kind of decided, instead of working just to level ledges, which, you know, is a bit more difficult because this is a downward pre, I'm gonna come over here to the wood chips where I have a nice step up takeoff similar to the actual jump. I'm landing on a surface that's, you know, a couple feet lower than the takeoff. Now the actual jump, it's like probably 4 feet. So we're looking at a couple feet of difference, but it'll at least get me comfortable with adding that power, because that's the biggest thing. Like, I need to be able to comfortably add the power out to 15, 16 feet. That way it feels similar once I get over there and it's in my head. So I mean, the power we have. Now the biggest thing is I want to try and find a ledge that is down from the takeoff, just to get that feeling of going to a ledge, because this is not the same feeling as landing on a wall, like, at all. It's much more like detrimental to your body just landing on flat ground. Granted, the wood chips do help with the impact, but it still is just shocking to your system landing on flat ground like that. So I'm gonna walk around and see if we can find something similar, and if not, we'll just see. I don't know. It's one of those challenges that you need to make sure you're 100% certain on. So if there's even just a little bit of, you know, I don't know if my body's gonna be comfortable in the air like that, or whatever the case is, I'm not gonna do it. Even though this is a huge highlight for the video, it's not worth the risk. Fucking feel it right there. Feel it just as I like come up onto the wall. I'm like,
yeah, once you actually start extending too.
Yeah. It's so close, guys. It's so close. It's really hard to explain like this kind of challenge because everything in my body is telling me like I can do it, it's fine, the power's fine, like the impact's fine, like all of that is fine. But there's a small part in my mind that's just like all these other variables. You come up slightly short and you have to take that impact on the wall and then you're falling back onto the concrete. That's worst case scenario. The other scenario is you overshoot it and you tap the wall, which you go to the grass, you roll out of it, you'd be okay. It's a very, very thin margin for error in these kinds of challenges. And that's what parkour is. It's what you have to overcome, especially with big stuff like this. But as I'm doing these run-ups and getting up onto the wall, it keeps getting closer and closer, and like I know, like the second I take off and just push off of my leg, I'm over that freaking wall so easily. So, see, we're just gonna keep messing with it. The big running pre is off the list for today, but we came over here, Old Town, and got a few spots we're gonna hit up and just try and get some longer lines, some flowy lines. Just need to start getting some content to fill the video. I've got a good number of challenges that I wanted in the video. Now I need to start just getting some filler. So, let's see what we can come up with. Might be tough to hear me because of the water, but I kind of want to end this getting to here, filing up over here, and then going out. I like that position. It's a tough one to commit to because it's blind and you're going down to a narrow little ledge, and down there I've got water consequence on the right, so you have to keep it tight.
God, I hope I got it. That was good.
Nice. We're back at the Indian School Park, trying to break this running pre again. The only difference today is we got Chris with us. And Chris, in a previous episode, broke this crazy Kong down in Tucson. And if there's anyone else in the Phoenix community that can do this jump, it's Chris. So we're here warming up, progressing it, and we're just gonna see how it feels. I'm not putting any certainty on it because like that's not the kind of mindset I want to have, like I have to get this. But if in the moment it feels right, we'll go for it. I'm not worried about the power. I know I can get it. It's just trusting myself to be calm and just let it happen, which I think in the moment I'll know and it will happen, but that's, I think, what's blocking me from breaking it. It's just knowing that I'll be calm and I don't have to worry about it. I'm not the only one that was thinking and having reservations about certain things about it too. Like the slant on it, when you said the slant, I was like, fuck, I thought about the slant too. Even though I know it's not gonna like really matter once you commit to it, but well, I think about it.
It kind of does. I mean, you're supporting like literally 1,000 pounds of weight. Like, can you imagine deadlifting on a slope? Like,
true, that's true, yeah.
Things for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
So that one leg might be taking more.
Well,
it's going to affect the landing.
The lateral in your ankles is definitely going to be there. I think I have the strength to still hit that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot.
Yeah. So we're still seeing how it feels. It's a lot to think about with these kinds of jumps, and seeing Chris battle with it and try and figure out, you know, what feels right, what feels wrong. It makes me realize that it is a big challenge and that my reservations that I've had going into it and the things that have been stopping me are very warranted, and that someone who has far more experience than me is thinking the same thing. So we might just need to do a little bit more work with it, because you all know the feeling, like once you feel it, it's there. And neither of us are really feeling it right now. There's just little things that are blocking us, so we need to figure out what those are.